Welcome everybody once again. This is BMBA, Boss Moves with Business Acumen. I got my partner Trey in the house. What's going on, Trey?
What's going on, Charles? What's going on, Mo?
What's good? What's good?
What's happening? I got Mo in here too.
We in here.
Mo holding it down. What's happening, brother?
I'm good, brother. How about yourself?
I'm doing good, man. Once again, I'm loving it because we ain't here to talk that talk, and we got a fresh topic. It's something else, you know. It's been something that's been on the tip of everybody's tongue for the last several years. We've been talking this talk and wondering what the NFL is doing. But you know, business. What's the website is blackbusiness.com, and there's an article that I really want us to talk about and look over. The title of it is "Entrepreneur is Fighting to Bring First Black-Owned Team Franchise to the NFL." Now that in and of itself, we wouldn't even have to read the article to talk about this, you know, for 2 hours if we wanted to.
Oh yeah, that's interesting.
But I'm gonna go ahead and read some of the article, and then I'm gonna get you guys' thoughts after that. All right. The African American Sports and Entertainment Committee, led by entrepreneur Ray Bobbitt and a group of other motivated investors, is reportedly planning to launch the first Black-owned football team in NFL history. They're hoping to bring a new team to Oakland, California, since the Raiders have relocated to Las Vegas. Bobbitt, who is an East Oakland native, says their plan is not only to bring a team to Oakland, but most importantly, to bring job opportunities and improve the community. Their letter to the NFL Commissioner, Roger Goodell, also indicates that they want to use the Oakland Coliseum. He says, "We would add an educational component to the facility," he told KTVU. "We want to add a Bay Area sports and entertainment museum and utilize the funds to help increase education in East Oakland. More than that, the group is hoping that Oakland could host the team again to bring more equity and diversity to the NFL." He said, "Something historic in a historic city that has been a host city for 47 years, to occur in a community where people have fought for civil justice and social change for so long. According to the NFL rules, at least one of the investors is required to put up 30% of the costs of the team, which could be up to $1 billion or more." All right, the article ends there. And already, I'll say that this is already more of what I like to see than what the NFL is talking about now. Like, you know, doing the Black National Anthem before all the first week games and all that shit. I mean, what do y'all think about that, bro?
Oh man, that it's funny that they're trying to do the Black National Anthem, but I mean, you know, I guess it is a step. But I think
a very small step.
A very small step. It is a very small step, baby step even. But I think the equity part for the Black community is what's big in this whole thing. And I didn't know much about who Ray Bobbitt was, so I had to kind of look back and see who this man is. But it seemed like he's pretty well connected in the Oakland streets out there.
Right. Yeah, I didn't know either. Same here.
Right. He spent 2 years on the Oakland Park and Recreation Commission. And he was the founder of Father Figure, a youth mentoring program in East Oakland. So I thought that was interesting.
And what I like about the whole deal is that he's actually from the community and giving back to the community. It's more than just bringing a team to a certain area. He's really about bringing jobs to that area as well. So I think that's a very key component, because really, even just, you know, of course, owners as well, but really we miss out on so much more as Black people, like being agents and, you know, the lawyers, the accountants and CPAs, whatever, for these players. So that will help springboard so many more opportunities in the Black community.
Definitely. 100%.
Yeah, it really can't stop there. I think that's a great point, Trey, because it can't stop at, oh yeah, we've got a Black guy that owns part of a team now. We're to the moon. We're great. I think we fall into the same trap that we fall into saying, oh yeah, we got a Black president, but he doesn't do anything specifically for Black people. Like, you know what I'm saying? So every Black owner is not created equal, you know, so to speak, because it's Ray Bobbitt, which is connected in the community. We know he's got a track record. He's going to be a better candidate to be part owner of a team than, say, you know, somebody else. I don't know why I'm thinking Michael Jordan, but I don't really want to throw Mike under the bus no more. But because Mike has done some things, man. Mike is behind the scenes. I found some things that he's done, but he's very quiet and he's not an activist and he's not in the streets. But I think we want somebody these days that's going to be more vocal and is just not only put his money up.
I definitely agree. I mean, I think it's going to be, it's going to be something to follow up on, because the NFL, they rarely expand. I don't know if y'all remember, but Oakland, they lost professional teams in the past. The Raiders moved to LA in '82, and then they came back in '94 after they made some renovations to the Oakland Coliseum, and now they're going to Vegas. So the league, they rarely expand. I think the last time was in 2002, and that's just when the Houston Texans, they came to our city, Nashville, where we're from.
Right.
And that's actually where the Oilers used to play in Houston. So that's, also I think the Cleveland Browns came in '99, the Panthers and Jaguars came in '95. So, I mean, it's a rare occasion that they do expand, but having a Black owner as a part of this expansion would show their connection to the community. It would show their support for the Black community, and it would help, give them a better rep out there, going forward. So
I'm interested to see how much support Goodell kind of gives this, because as we kind of joked a little bit about before, like they're doing stuff like they want to sing the Black national anthem for all the first 3 games, and they're starting to say they stand in solidarity with Black Lives Matter protests, and just I've been seeing this in a lot of industries. There's a lot of symbolic gestures, ancient mama. No,
and I was about to say, I've seen the same thing, but I think I'm kind of proud of us as Black people, to be honest with you, because we're kind of like keeping our foot on everybody's neck. Like, everybody's on this symbolic gestures like they've been in the past, national anthems and things of that nature. But we're like, no, I think we need a team. You understand what I'm saying? Even Bob Johnson running around talking about, oh yeah, we need reparations. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, even Bob Johnson ain't never been no activist or nothing. He's like, yeah, let's go ahead and get reparations going. We got Byron Allen. He's over there suing the FCC and the government because, unequal, with the broadcasting and the different channels and everything, and just the unequal rights that Black people have that Black people don't have really. So, I think I'm proud of us because we're actually doing more than just kind of boycotting and picketing. We're actually starting businesses and really supporting these businesses. We just got to make sure that we keep everything going because we need a Black owner of an NFL team. Look at all the Black players. Yeah. I mean, somebody got to be a Black owner. And plus, you got to realize the NBA kind of cracked that. The NBA is always first before the NFL in terms of racial justice, but they've had Black owners for years. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's definitely time to get a Black owner, like a majority Black owner, and not just, 'cause I think even Serena Williams and Venus Williams, I do believe they own a part of the Miami Dolphins, if I'm not mistaken. Because they took Miami Dolphins, let a few celebrities get minority stakes in their team, just kind of boost the fans or whatever. But, I just think it's important that we kind of keep this momentum going and really be about starting real businesses and supporting businesses as well. So I'm just very proud of us.
Right. And I think what I enjoy seeing about Ray Bobbitt and his team, what is the African American Sports and Entertainment Committee, is they're taking this by the reins. They're not even trying to get any government funds. This is all private funding that they're going to use to purchase the team, have a stadium prepared to host the team. So that's what I really like about this.
Yeah, it's real business going down, right? Some real serious business investors.
Right. Like you said, Charles, what is it that they're required to have 30% of the cost of the team, which is $1 billion or more? If you think about it,
there one person or one entity has to come up with it like 30%.
Yeah, at least one of them.
So,
right. And I think
so that means it's going to be like a true majority ownership of a Black person.
Right.
They got to come up with 30% of the cost of the team, which could be $1 billion or more. Right.
So like when in 2000,
most of these teams are $1 billion teams.
Right. So in 2002, when the Houston Texans went to Houston, I think that amount was about 700 million, and that was in 2002. So it's going to be a high amount, but I'm hoping that these guys can come through, make it happen. Hope the NFL allows it to go through, which I hate to say that, but allow it to go through. But that's their thing. So you can't even fault them on that thing. So I'm just hoping that we get this thing going.
Because you remember a few years ago, I remember Puffy was talking about buying, I think it was like maybe the Panthers or somebody, or at least getting a group of investors, black investors together to talk about buying the Panthers, I believe it was.
That's right, Trey.
That was a few years ago.
I remember that. And I think, what this is going to bring a lot to the...
That was recently. That was like the last few years.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's going to impact the African-American community greatly. It's going to create some equity. We already talked about the equity part of it. Trey, you talked about the job creation and the opportunities. I think with this stadium, Charles, you said that it's going to be the Coliseum area, I believe, with this.
The Coliseum. They want to remodel the Coliseum again.
Right. And from what I found out, they've done it before. They're going to have an
Oakland Coliseum.
Right. They're going to have an element in the Coliseum that's going to include affordable housing, which I think is a cool, addition to what's going on with the stadium. And, with every stadium, they have hospitality, like restaurants. They have conventions, so they probably have a convention venue kind of thing there. And I think maybe even with this one, they're going to have hotels or something.
Right.
So that's what I kind of looked into. So I thought that was...
It'll be a money maker. Yeah,
big time money maker. Also, in helping the Black community, they're going to incorporate African-American centric college or university satellite program in sports management, entertainment management, and police science. Mm-hmm. So, they plan to do a lot with this, not only with the team, with the community, but uplifting the community, education-wise, job opportunities. And I think also they're going to have a sports and entertainment museum, which is going to have arts, sports, and entertainment, and it's all based on Oakland's finest. You know what I'm saying? So Oakland's finest are going to be represented in this museum.
Marshawn Lynch, you know why I'm here. You know why I'm here, man.
Beast mode.
Hey, but honestly, think about it. That is dope. I can see, because, Marshawn Lynch has his own, clothing company. I can see, him setting up his own retail store at the Coliseum.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because he means so much to the community. This is big. That's what I mean. It's more than just us buying a team. There's so many people that actually benefit, because not only just Marshawn Lynch starting a store, think about all the young teens that get to work the store. You know what I'm saying? 16, 17, 18 years old, and they over there working the store, being the supervisors and stuff of the little fashion store. It trickles down so far, and it really is. This is how other communities, this is how their dollar stretches. This is why their dollar doesn't go out of their community, because the Black NFL team is giving money to the Black NFL players, and the Black NFL players are starting their own store, and people are buying from their store, and then that's paying for the teens and the young people's jobs at the little fashion store. So that's how everything trickles down, and you keep giving money to Black people. You understand what I'm saying? So it all starts like that, man. So I think it's a beautiful thing.
Structural. That shows you it's completely structural.
Right.
It's kind of like a cascade effect, as you were saying.
Right.
Yeah. So I think the key, all of that sounds amazing. Like what you were saying, Moses, about what they were actually planning to do. That sounds amazing, man. But that don't sound like the NFL, bro.
It don't.
I just, they've been one of the most racist organizations for 50 years, bro. And it would just be so surprising for them to do this type of 180. I'm not going to say it's impossible, because, they might just understand the times that they're in, and they might be seeing that the reckoning is on its way. You know what I'm saying? So they're trying to do everything they can. Damn, can we sing the Black National Anthem? Let's start there, just as a show of, you know what I'm saying? It would be very surprising to me if they gave the type of support that an owner really needs to get to get it popping in the NFL. Because these owners, when you get started in the NFL with owning the team, there's all kinds of different, like, you kind of have to be voted in a sense. You can have all of the money and you can have all of the resources, and still all the other owners be like, nah, we don't want to accept him in as an owner, and they would like turn you down. I think that's what happened with Puffy. I was gonna ask you, Trey, how did that end up? I think they didn't allow Puffy to bring those people together.
You are very correct. It's weird. Yeah, it's its own little club, and you do have to be voted in. So yes, you are very correct. Now, the only thing about it is, I believe that we have much more support in this movement than we've had in the past. And I believe we have much more leverage. You got to realize, what is it? Probably 90% of the players are black. So when you have, and everybody's on code, there are already players in the NBA and the NFL talking about we should start our own Negro League again, for lack of a better term. We should start our own Negro League. So when everybody's over there like, yeah, we're a bunch of young millionaires, multi-millionaires, why don't we just start our own league? The league kind of has to start, like, okay, look, y'all, how about we give y'all one team? You know what I'm saying? It's a leverage, it's negotiation. So, and I think that's kind of where we are. I don't think we're silly enough, especially the keen business people that are at hand. I don't think we're silly enough to let this momentum go to waste and to let that leverage go to waste and just be talked to like anything. Like, no, you need to respect us. We are demanding a team. This is not you let us voting us in. We'll shut this whole league down. We'll start our own damn league. And I know you got to realize, especially, and it's weird because the coronavirus puts some things into perspective as well. Because now think about it. You can't have a packed stadium full of 50,000 people. So guess what? I don't have to sell 50,000 seats and have some big ass coliseum. I'll have a fucking NFL game at a high school stadium, film that shit, put that shit on YouTube or whatever, or my own channel, and have my own fans, and everybody can just watch from home because there's coronavirus and we can't sit there and be in a 50,000 seat stadium anyway.
Right.
So we're able to take
all the money off of it too.
Exactly. We can't be in this stadium no way, so we'll just go to a high school film and just put that shit on YouTube and just let all our fans see, all the great, wide receivers, running backs, quarterbacks, play the game, and they'll still love it all the same because we haven't had, other than that, it's either that or no football, or or no sports. So we're having to adjust the way we view sports anyway. So it's just we're at a critical time where they have to be careful what they do as well. Right. It's not just more of the master-slave relationship. It's you're dealing, we're free now, boss.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that thought 2020 was going to be a wash, but it's been proved. It's already proved that we are making demands. This has been a year of change, and it would be remiss if the NFL doesn't take this opportunity to make history right now. And greatly impact the African American community by creating, economic equity for an entire community. I just really hope they don't miss the boat on this one. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be another year of protests like they had in previous years when it gets Kaepernick. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
We're gonna see what happens.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, I'm okay with the symbolic gestures. Like, I'm okay with those, like y'all said, I'm okay with those symbolic gestures, but that just cannot be it. Like, that just can't be it. We can take all the statues down. I'm cool with it. Knock them down. But we got to have those structural changes, too. And I think this kind of represents something structural with the NFL. If things go through, if something goes through, especially with this particular person, because they could look at Mr. Bobbitt and be like, you know what, not him. Like, you know what I'm saying? They could go find them somebody that just got money, that's not willing, doesn't look like they want to make any community changes, and doesn't look like they want to do anything that's actually going to benefit Black people. They'll go find somebody, handpick somebody, and say, look, y'all, we got a Black owner, and that Black owner can be, the NFL's, Obama. I hate saying that. I'm gonna stop saying that.
And I almost started with.
I don't want to disparage Obama too much. But I almost be that type of deal.
I almost thought it was symbolic how they had Jay-Z come on board, as opposed to anybody else trying to make change within the NFL, it's like the NFL tried to, hey, we got Jay-Z, so y'all know Jay-Z has a lot of followers. He has a lot of money.
Right.
He makes a lot of changes. You know, whenever there's social injustice, they want to call on entertainers and actors. But, you know,
Right.
whenever there's you don't see the NFL going to Ellen DeGeneres, or, you know what I'm saying, or I forgot the NFL player who was came out as gay. That's been a few now, but you know, they don't do that when they disparage or go against homosexual, the LGBT community. You know what I'm saying? So,
and that's why I love this so much, because it's a real business, man.
Right.
Like I feel what you're saying. Like that's dope. Yeah.
They went to GLAAD. You know what I'm saying? And GLAAD is an organization who you know, looks out for, you know, their people, their LGBT community. So, but they went to Jay-Z when it came to us. So this would be a step in the right direction if they're able to do that.
I didn't think about that. They went to a singular pop icon.
Right.
Like they didn't go to an organization that gets real things like really done. They went to, let's not find the most famous Negro we know, Jay-Z. Put him aboard.
It was
symbolic. I better not find out Jay-Z is the one that has something to do with this national anthem. That's what you're doing,
man. And I have to say,
did, bro,
Jay-Z, man, these concerts that you've been putting on ain't been all that. You know what I'm saying? they brought you in for the music content, and they ain't bring you in for change, bro. But yeah.
So with that being said, fellas, great discussion. I think we kind of uncovered a lot of the meat and potatoes of the issue with the NFL and with who it is that's seeking to buy this team. I just hope, as we said, that, you know, it turns out that, you know, Mr. Bobbitt is the one that is chosen, because honestly, he still has to be chosen. A great discussion, guys. We're gonna go ahead and get out with this. Everybody take care of each other, take care of yourselves. This has been Boss Moves with Business Acumen. We out.
Peace.
Peace.